This video tour introduces you to the logic inventory, which is a segment of the performance inventory. The logic inventory is a measure of the mental abilities that are needed to perform well in almost all salary jobs and some hourly jobs. Logic scores show how people understand concepts, find meaning, draw correct inferences, and understand relations. The test reveals how well people can learn, create, and solve problems. So when you first land on this segment of a people assessments session, you would see this screen, and it recommends that you press F11 if you're on an Internet Explorer in order to see the whole screen and get more depth top to bottom, as I just did. So in this section you will solve puzzles that have pictures but not words or numbers. This part is timed, and you have 3 minutes for each of 4 different sets of puzzles. Now in the demo here we won't use the time part, we'll just show you samples of the kinds of items that people experience as they go through the logic inventory. Okay, this first type of item is one where you pick the one that is different. So in this first one, obviously we show you which is the one that is the desirable one. Here's one where we don't actually show you, but it's an illustration of the item type. So clearly they start with very simple items, and then they go on to more complex ones. In this second set, you now have to pick 2 that are different. So it just makes it a little more complicated as there's more things going on in the graphic images. Now it's getting a little more complex, and in here you pick the one from the bottom that completes the series on the top. So you see the images are decreasing in size, and the one that's illustrated as correct is the smallest one. Now here's one with feathers that are being rotated as you go through the series, but you'll notice there's 2 correct answers in terms of the orientation, but one is of a feather that's not like the ones in the top, so the correct answer is here. In the last, you complete the pattern, and so there's a visual pattern, and you're asked to find out which is the one on the bottom row that would complete the pattern of the 4th empty cell. And here's an item like that. Now we know pretty quickly it's going to be 2, but we have to have it in the right orientation, so the correct answer is here. Well, that shows you the 4 different types of items, and for each of those 4 types there's a 3-minute time segment, and you're asked to do as many as you can in that time. And so here's what the report looks like. It's very simple and straightforward. There's only one real dimension from high scorers who are more likely to perform better in jobs that require thinking and problem solving, learn difficult new information easily, recognize and understand problems, etc. Positive behaviors on the right add up to learning better and faster, having strong thinking skills. People do that by being mentally organized and by using logical analysis rather than gut feelings to understand things. High scores on logic are able to learn difficult material quickly and master intellectual demands on the job. They create good solutions, make fewer mistakes, and have better long-term potential in their profession. In addition to the descriptors under the bar, we also have a couple of questions that could be used to further explore someone's scores or standing on mental ability under the suggested interview questions at the bottom.